How is my Chapter 13 payment determined? Well, this depends on a bunch of different factors. For example, your income, your assets, and the type of creditors that you have. So, some of these factors listed up here are things like if you're behind on your house, if you have taxes, if you've got a domestic support obligation. All those different things weigh in, and how much you owe help us to determine what that bankruptcy payment actually looks like. Now, for me, I use a train analogy to understand this. Essentially, if you're towards the front of the train, you're more important than towards the rear of the train. So at the front, you'd probably have things like child support or taxes or your mortgage because you want to keep a roof over your head. Those things are important. We want them to get paid before other things. Next in line is vehicles or furniture, stuff like that, where you've actually purchased the item, you want to keep it. And so that's called purchase money security. And there's different things that can be done with those within a Chapter 13, but I won't bore you with it. But it's towards the front of the train. Next down the line, that third red car is the non purchase money. So you go and you get a loan and you have to put up your TVs or your lawnmower or some other collateral in order to get the loan. That is a non purchase money, and it's a little less important than some of the others because of the bankruptcy laws and what can change with that particular creditor for that particular debt. And finally, at the caboose are the unsecured creditors. So think like medical bills or credit cards or debts of that kind. Typically, those creditors get paid only if you've got the income to actually pay them, or if you're keeping some other asset that's a luxury, like a boat or a four wheeler or something that you don't really need but you like to have. You can keep those things in a 13, but they will cause your payment to be a bit higher because most courts require that the unsecured creditors get paid an equal share. They shouldn't be paid nothing while you're keeping a luxury item, is how the logic goes. So when you're figuring out, well, how does my particular Chapter 13 plan payment come about? Or how do I know that this is what's right for me? You're going to want to talk to an attorney who can know what your situation is with your income and your assets and what you can afford and what you can't afford, and help you to craft a plan that allows you to keep those things that you want to for a payment that you can actually afford. It's always good to talk to a lawyer about this who does bankruptcy law and can help you figure out what a Chapter 13 bankruptcy plan would look like for you. As you know, this video and this audio is purely for information and educational purposes, so please don't take it as legal advice. Go talk to a lawyer just for you. Thanks.